All right, California City is looking ahead for 2026 with plans focused on growth and opportunity. Joining us to talk about it is California City's Mayor Marquette Hawkins. Thanks for coming in to talk about stuff.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Let's talk. So there's a storm going on back east. You literally have weathered a storm in California City. You come in 2025, and there's the ICE detention facility that's going on there. Plus, on top of everything, you've had a lot of people leave the city government. There's been controversial stuff with you, a part of it.
Right.
You want to talk about that for a second?
Well, sure. First of all, my main motivation and focus is in raising the quality of life for all residents in California City. A lot of the issues that we encountered were happening for decades. We had a fiscal crisis. We've weathered the storm in terms of actual storms and our roads being, washed out. And yes, we have people who have had some difficulty understanding that change is necessary. And so when you come in with that mindset that you're going to do what's best for the city, and you're going to go right down the line and be a pragmatist about it and go step by step, it scares some people. So we understand that. And, everything from making sure that our residents are safe, because public safety is a top priority, to making sure that we're actually fiscally sound, right, as a city, and we can actually function. By the way, we passed our budget for this year early on in the year. That's the first time in 35 years
that was able to pass a positive budget.
Yes, and so, we've been making moves like that. We've changed the culture. We've changed the mindset. We've changed the mentality, both internally and externally, and we're continuing to work on that. And sometimes people have, some resistance to that change.
Sure.
So we're working there, yes, and weathering the storm is not a problem. If you know anything about my background, I've weathered a lot of storms.
Yes, you have.
So it's par for the course.
Of course, you were formerly known as Clientele.
DJ
Clientele,
yes, yes.
For a world-class wrecking crew.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I was a fan, so I listened.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Well done. I want to talk, speaking of storms, right now ICE is a big issue going across what's happening in Minneapolis. Not in other locations, but you have that detention center, the ICE facility in California City. What is actually going on there? Because I feel like there's stories from the right and the left. There's different sides. You were literally there. This is part of your background.
Right. Well, again, my main priority is public safety. Is making sure that our residents feel safe and are safe. It's also looking at both the economics of the issue. Human dignity is a priority as well. And, I don't run Washington, and a lot of the immigration policy is set at that level. What my main motivation and focus is making sure that, that our residents or anyone who lays their head in our city is safe. There was a recent visit by some
Adam Schiff, Senator Adam Schiff, and Alex Padilla.
Alex Padilla, and also Rokana came out as well. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the visit. I appreciate them, caring about and turning attention to our small little town way out there. But at the same time, we want to make sure that there is no political theater. We want to make sure that their visit is welcome. Their visit is warranted. Accountability is important, to all of us. We think that's a priority as well. But again, bringing it back to what my focus is what is best for California City. And any and all senators, Congress folks, and other, politicians are welcome to come to our city anytime. I would love to host them in our city. But going back to some of what is happening, first off, I make sure that I'm in constant contact with the facility folks there, with the warden there.
Okay.
I have done 3 visits there. I'm scheduling another visit with the community there as well.
What have you seen? Is everything seems okay?
Well, when you speak in terms of okay, and don't get me wrong, I understand that this is
being
a very,
broad, but yeah,
this is a very hot button issue.
Yeah.
It's a very sensitive issue. There are so many things going on right now, so many moving parts. But again, when focusing on just California City and what is happening there, I can say that the oversight that we are doing, the inspections that we've done, the testing of the water that we have done, we haven't seen a lot of the issues that folks are talking about. Now, we've allowed our chambers to be visited by a lot of the advocates for the detainees.
That's good.
They come to our council meetings. They get their maximum time to speak. Our meetings have gone from being maybe an hour and a half, sometimes to about 6 or 7 hours, because we, again, allow every voice to be heard.
Let me move on a little bit because I want to get a couple other things. Housing projects coming into California City. You have a positive budget from 2025. Fiscal year looks great. What does this look like going into 2026 then for housing?
So we do have some housing projects that are actually in alignment right now, several developments that are going to take place. Those plans are moving through the proper channels, through the Planning Commission and the Planning Department. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
I'm excited about growth in the city as well, economic growth. We just had a new franchise come in. Shout out to Domino's Pizza.
Coming in.
Yeah, they're here now.
Okay.
They'll be officially starting in February. They did a soft opening, but it is, I'm told, the first and only drive-through express Domino's in the country.
Oh, wow, and that's coming to California City.
Yeah, so
there's people driving through, like if you're headed up to maybe Lone Pine, you're going up to the eastern Sierras, or you're coming out of there, you're coming into the Tehachapi area or Bakersfield, you can just drive through, get some pizza.
Absolutely, visiting the base or whatever it is. So
yeah.
Those are positive signs that, you know, people are looking towards California City and understand that we are truly open for business.
You literally are changing the narrative for California City because, yeah, the more I hear about it, the more it's in the news, whether controversial or not, you're getting California City in the news,
yeah,
and that's a priority. What's the biggest priority for you?
Well, right now, our #1 initiative is fixing our roads and our streets. I introduced an initiative called the Street Reconstruction and Transformation Initiative, and that is looking at the long-term needs of our city roads and our city streets, which some of them have been neglected for over 30 years. And so it's time for us to really get serious about that. And of course, the residents in our town said, hey, that is a #1 priority for us, in addition to public safety,
How are you going to
education.
get funds for that?
Well, we do have some funds already for that. We're also seeking more grants. I do sit on the KBAK Transportation and Policy Commission as well. So I'm working with that group. We're working with our capital advocacy partners to also seek funding for streets and roads. And there are some other ways that we can get some funding as well.
We're out of time, but I want to give you, if there's one more thing you want to say that you're hoping to do for 2026, what is it?
So the thing that I hope to do for 2026, once again, is to raise the quality of life for all of our residents in town. We're pushing a financial literacy program, financial education program. We're working with Kern Community College District as well as the African American Mayors Association to really push those initiatives out there.
That's good. Well, Mayor Marquette Hawkins, thank you for coming on ARC Bakersfield. Honored, and keep up the good work.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Murcia with Eyewitness News Bakersfield Now on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel where we have tons of great content to choose from. While you're here, go ahead and click on the subscribe button right there. That way you can stay up to date on all the things related within Kern County. Thanks for watching.